experiment is simulating the QPSK transmitter and receiver and plotting its the signals and its constellation diagram. So by looking at the diagram, we will be aware of it that the digital data is going to be taken. Say we go with 0, a series of binary digits, some particular thing. So what best we need to do is the digital data will be 0101010111. So that will be inputted to the bit splitter. How exactly this bit splitter is work is, it's going to take odd bits and even bits, and it will be sent it to the serial to parallel converter. Okay, then it will be sent it to PSK blocks, where exactly we are going to have sin omega ct and cos omega ct. Phase shifter shift that particular sequence to, if it is in sin omega t, it will be converted to cos to sin with respect to it. Then these two are inputted to, these two are combined by using the summer, and it will be outputted. This outputted wave is called QPSK output. Then this particular thing is called modulation, and the next is demodulation. For demodulation, we are going to input the QPSK input that will be sent to the different blocks of PSKs. What are these different blocks? It will be having I phase and Q phase, in phase and quadrature phase, in phase and quadrature phase. Simulate the QPSK transmitter and receiver, plot the signals and its constellation diagrams. Okay. This particular experiment consists of two different units. One is modulation unit and another is demodulation. Okay. We're going to take a binary QPSK signal or binary PSK signals, that is BPSK, that will be sent to the bit splitter. From bit splitter, it will be sent to two different regions. One is I phase and the quadrature phase units, and these two are combined and the results are got. The resulted waveform is called QPSK waveform. Then inserted to input block for the demodulation, where exactly the I phase and the quadrature phase were separated along with the data units, and it will be passed through the filters, that is low pass filters, and again the odd bit and even bits are taken out. You can just look at it over a period of time that it need to requires what, 2-bit parallel to serial converter. So the serial here, the same method, the two different things you can look there, two different things, that is odd and even bits, are taken in a parallel fashion, that is serial to parallel conversion and parallel to serial conversion. Now we'll just look the theoretical perspectives how exactly this will be done. So what we do is we are going to give the carrier signal. As we are aware of it, we have something by the name PSK. In PSK, what exactly we do is, if the message bit is say 0, you're going to get as plus V, and if your message bit is 1, you're going to get minus V. That was the theory that we have learned, and that was the thing that we are going to prove it. Okay, here what we do is we're going to take 2-bit 1. Okay, if I say 0 and 1, okay, as we are aware of it, 2-bit means you will be having 4 different combination, that is 0 0 1 1 and 0 1 and 0 1. So we will be having 4 different split ups so that we can have it. Okay, so look at the waveform. This will be your carrier signal. So the modulated signal is, there will be a shift in phase when we are going to have the inputs like 0 0 1 0 0 1 and 1 1. Okay, we're going to see it. This first 0 represents the quadrature phase and another 0 represents the in phase. Okay, likewise we're going to represent 0 0 1 0 0 1 and 1 1. You can observe the shifting phases by using this diagram. So how exactly it will be done? Okay, this will be done based on this, the representation of its constellations diagram. Okay, what is it, what we're going to get? Okay, as we are aware of it, the input data will be first sent to the splitter, correct? And this splitter output will be given to the in phase part and the quadrature phase part. That was the theory that we have seen in the first slide. Okay, so here I will be having 0 1 1 0 1 1 input. So what exactly, with the help of this splitter and a serial to parallel converter, we are going to convert, we are going to take odd bits and even bits, and it will be standard, and you will be having a phase shifter at this particular block. We will be having a phase shifter. Okay, so in the in phase and the out phase, you will be given with the sine omega ct and cos omega ct along with the addition of the wave inputs. For example, if that particular wave will be having 0 0, so it will be present in the this quadrant. Okay, how exactly it will be? So it will always look like that, the the things that we have solved for x and y coordinates. So first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant, depending upon the things. For example, by looking at the previous diagram, so 0 0, the phase shift has happened at the end, so that you can observe it here. Okay, it will be represented in 0 0. If I would be having both the things, that will be represented high in nature 1 1, that will be present here. Okay, this is just a theoretical perspective that you guys have learned in the theoretical classes. Now what we do is, I want to implement these blocks in Simulink. Okay, before going to that, I have a question for you people. How would I convert these blocks to the mathematical perspectives, or with the help of signals and system, how would I say that I need to take odd bits, I need to take even bits? How would I represent it? Okay, that can be learned by using this slide. Okay, we have already checked NRZ and RZ coding. Okay, by looking at it, okay, if I want to take, if I want to have a generation, or I need to take only the odd and even sequences that is provided by, say, some pseudo random generators, that will be given to. So the conditions that we need to apply here is NRZ coding. Okay, after that it will be given to the splitter, where exactly if you have a 0, you will be having -1, and if you have a +1. In practicals of generation of PSK waveform, if a 0 bit is 0 is a message, so you will be having -volt, minus V volts. If you had have a 1, it will be what? Plus V volts. We are going to represent that in that manner. Correct, right? So what we do here is, if it is of a 0 or a 1, those things will be represented along with it. Assume that we will be having 0 1 1 1 0. So the splitter splits the even and odd bits, and it will be given to the blocks. Okay, usually 2b time will be taken to do it. So then that will be sent to rectangular pulse shaping filter. Okay, then that will be given to the, or it is producted with respect to the oscillators, and with the help of what, a phase shift of 90-degree, you're going to have it represented as minus V volts. So you're going to get minus V into cos 2 pi ft. Likewise, if I would have 1, it will be plus volts. So how would you represent with respect to mathematical terms? It will be plus V into cos 2 pi ft. Likewise, if it is centered at this particular block, you will be having minus V for 0 and plus V of 0. So minus V sine 2 pi ft and plus V 2 pi ft. So these two will be summed, and the resultant output is called QPSK signal. Okay, we just look at the demodulator block. This input signal that will be given, that will be taken out, that will be given to the demodulator block, where exactly we're going to apply the integral, and with respect to the switching action, that we are going to observe this in modules, that is Simulink models, how exactly we're going to have a switch between two. We are going to use the switch where exactly we switch the things if it is up to the threshold and if it is not up to the threshold. That is the thing we are going to do it. Then we make use of comparator and we compare it. Then at last we're going to combine the odd and even bits, and we're going to get the output. We are of the theory that this is a form of phase shift keying, in which two bits are modulated at once, selecting one of the four possible carrier phase shifts. That is, it may be 45 degree, 135 degree, 225 degree, or 315 degree. What are the advantages over a PSK? Okay, this allows the signals to carry twice as much as information. That's the biggest advantage. In reality, this will be used in cellular phone systems, video conferencing, cable modems, and you are aware of the video formats MPG2 and all. Okay, there we are going to use it. What is the other names for this QPSK? It is called as 4PSK, quaternary, quadrature, quadriphase. These are all the names we're going to call with this QPSK. So now just we look at the diagram perspectives. What are the blocks that need to be connected so that we can have an input? So before executing this experiment, I should tell something that this particular phase shift to digital data correspondence, okay, what we are using here, okay, assuming that as long as the transmitter and the receiver agree to interpret phase shifts in the same way, okay, that was the concern we are going to take for this. Okay, so we have a random generator here with the help of MRI concepts. We are going to have four different MRI number as 4, which ranging from 0 to m minus 1. So 0 to 3 minus 1, sorry, 4 minus 1, you're going to have 3 MRI numbers, and we are using the sample time. Then we move up with integer to bit converter. Okay, we are converting from integers to bits. We are assuming 2 bits, 4 different combinations. Then it will be given to demux, where exactly output will be 2. Then we are going to have a sine waves. Okay, these are the parametric analysis that we need to do. Then multiply with this constant and move up with the switch, which having a threshold of 0.5. Then again we are going to take one more block of the same manner, that will be moved to again a switch which having a block parameter of 0.5. After comparing these two, that will be summed. Okay, so you can just about observe here, this is called a vector. Okay, vector addition is going to happen here. Then you need to make use of the thing. Okay, then that will be displayed. So for the first time, what we do is we just observe the output at the first stage, that is modulator. Then we look at the demodulator. Just observe the waveform. This is my integer data. We're just taking odd bits and even bits, that is beam splitting is bit splitters is going to be happening here. Then this will be your in phase component and the quadrature of phase component, and this will be your QPSK waveform. You can just observe here. At last you will be having a QPSK. Okay, then after having this, I am going to input that to the next level, that is we need to do the demodulation operations. So what exactly that going to happen? This is inputted, this outputted waveform that will be inputted here to the two different blocks, that is demodulator block with respect to in phase and with respect to the Q phase. Then that will be send it to your mux with having the same 2, because demux we have used 2. Then the output will be analyzed. Just observe the output now. This will be my QPSK waveform that I have inputted to the demodulator block. This will be having data 1 and data 2. You can observe here with respect to in phase and quadrature phase outs, and this will be your the finalized waveform. What is the input sequence that you have provided and what was the output? We need to compare it and we need to check out the output. So what is the assignment task that we need to do here? So after building this particular experiment, so what we need to do is, the next part is we need to just check out the constellation diagram. Okay, in a MATLAB, that Simulink, the constellation diagrams are a block that they have here. This is going to use discrete type of signals. Okay, so the task for you people is connect the constellation, take it from the Simulink library, connect at the output and observe the constellations. The constellation points should appear at 45° 1, 135, 225 and 315, so that we can